Hello. So quickly before we start, I dug up my PS1 game so I could get the manual because it's again the PS1 era, so it's not really a kind of game where you actually get the story in it. I think even with the ending video, it doesn't make much sense what's happening. So our manual and our driver dancer profiles, we've got Heat first. So he is a 19-year-old ex-racer. His whole body was terribly burned in an accident, but somehow he managed to make a miraculous recovery. Through the mysterious power from outer space, I'm not joking, I'm reading directly from the manual right now, which is Dance Energy Groovatron. Again, still reading from the manual. He now has the ability to control flames at will. His nickname is Fireboy. So, literally packed with trauma from dying in a fire, but somehow managing to survive, and then given the power of what basically almost killed him, which is fun. And there are, again, just as simplistic and kind of wacky profiles for the rest of them that we'll go through. But I figured we'd start with Heat, even though he wasn't usually like the one I'd play for the most. He's kind of the poster child. Though now I'm looking at the manual, he's not even on the front page, so I don't know why I think that, but he's the very first character in the game anyway, so we're going to give him a go. So, if you've never played Buster Groove before, this is kind of like a simplistic rhythm game. It's not going to be like Rhythm Doctor or anything from recent years. But essentially, all you have to do, you have to hit these initial buttons at any point during the 4-beat. And then as long as you hit the designated button on the 4th beat, you're good to go basically. You don't really have to hit anything else on beat, literally just the 4th one. But it can still get pretty complex, especially in the second game. But I think when I was looking at the actual CD case, they described this game as a rhythm fighter. So I suppose in their head it was like Tekken but with dancing. I don't know. But this game has so much nostalgia for me. I played this so much as a kid, and not when it came out, because I'm pretty sure this game came out the year I was born, so it definitely wasn't playing it right from the get-go. But if I had any games as a kid, they were usually older ones anyway, so that's probably why this was in my catalogue. But I would play this game on the PS2 even though it's a PS1 game, and still to this day, I mean, there's no game like this, is there? And I think that it just perfectly captures the feel of the 90s and early noughties. Now, if anyone's ever played this and they're watching this and thinking, hang on a sec, mine didn't look as good as this, the emulator I'm running it on does kind of upscale it a little bit, so it probably didn't, but it's still beautiful. I feel like it still holds true. Fever time. There it goes. That's our first round done. I didn't expect it to be Heat versus Heat right away. I can't remember if they had like set courses. I feel like usually it's Frida first, so they are. You're gonna hear some very... Actually, no, I tell a lie. I think they do stand the test of time. I was gonna say dated songs. They definitely sound like their time, but they still hold. I don't think that's not my nostalgia talking at all. Someone could use this as a sample today and like have a bang. Right. Oh. Okay. So, what you just saw there, in the vein of this being a rhythm fighter, you can actually attack your opponent. So, to be honest, I was just focused on myself. I didn't even clock that she sent something to me, but like most, you can kind of block these attacks as well. But the idea is, since they're incapacitated, they can't really get as much points as you. I've lost the beat. I actually have a bit of a Mandela effect with this song as well, because I could have sworn in my head that this song was in English and not Japanese, and I was like, ah, I must have the Japanese version of this emulator. I don't have that one. So I don't know what I was thinking of as a kid, but it's always been in Japanese, this one. Most of the time I would have played as Frida or like Gasso, for example. But what I'll be doing, I'll go through all of the characters really and just do a playthrough of everyone. It might take me a while, but I'll get there. And the unlockable characters too, because in the fashion of most games in the PS1 area, they're unlockable characters that you don't have to pay microtransactions on. I know. Madness, right? Now, if anyone's watching this and they haven't played Buster Groove before, like I said, it is really simplistic. You could get it down, but I feel like nowadays when you play a game, it's always like, oh, it's a Souls-like, it's a Metroidvania. Like, even if you're playing a brand new game, you kind of know how the controls go, so you'll get a feel. It feels entirely foreign playing a game like this. It will take some time to get used to the feel. It'll take time to actually understand the concept, and it can be a bit of a burden to start with. At least that's how most people I've introduced this game to have kind of reacted. Kelly. Now, I'd say this song is probably one I actually don't love. Yeah, that's the nicest way I could put it. We'll play as Kelly too. We're going to play as everyone and kind of get a lowdown on their story, but as you can see, she is an adult woman wearing a bodysuit-like baby grow. Not for innocent reasons. Again, the nicest way I could put that. Alright. So you saw there, I blocked that one. I always get confused between 1 and 2, which one is the correct way to block and throw them, because they are different. So on here, if you press triangle on the 4th beat, like, oh, I was going to say like this, there you go. It'll throw an attack, and if someone is attacking you, you can press square to essentially block the attack. At least it was first game. Or, if you were anything like my brother when I used to play this game as a kid, he did not tell me there was a block. He was like, nope, just gotta eat it. And then if I sent something as an attack to him, he's like, no, you just didn't do it right. You just didn't hit it on the beat, so it didn't work. I think most siblings gaslight each other like that with games like this. You can't really find the information you need unless you've got the manual, and our game definitely did not have the manual at the time. I'm actually a little bit surprised I won that last one, because I was mucking up all kinds of buttons towards the end. Ah, this one's so good. Disco will never go away, I don't think. This one probably, like, holds true, stood the test of time the most. And these dance moves too. You'll notice each character kind of has their own style of dance. It can be a little bit funny sometimes when you're watching... Oh. Ah, I had to concentrate there. It could be a little bit funny when you're watching the kind of characters do their own dance with the different kind of beat, because they'll be really, really slow or really, really fast. They don't really adjust it. So Heat here, he's like a hip-hop dude, I suppose. And he's sticking to his form even though it's a pure disco song. You'll notice as well, like, there's 2 layers of movesets, so you can really choose which one you want to do. The bottom one always is going to give you the most points, so if you can hack it, you're better off just doing that one, essentially. And the way you can kind of figure out if you're winning, because this UI is very simplistic, you just got to focus on where the camera is pointed. If it's more like zoomed in on yourself, you're winning. If it's more zoomed in on your opponent, you're kind of losing, except for in the solo sections, I suppose. You're always going to have them focused on yourself. So here, without a doubt, I'm killing it.
You win.
Hey. I find it quite funny that the monitor in the background also has the like UI of the dance moves and the fever time and stuff up on there when it's showing the camera. They can just take that out. It's too much work on the PS1 era. Sick. We will at the end get like a little, I suppose, ending or video that's, again, like fighting era kind of telling their story, but it doesn't really say all that much. You're more so going to find the character stories in the manual itself. Again, PS1 era. I also think this is just a tune. So this character here, Pinky, and Frida, who we saw earlier, they don't show up in the second game, unfortunately. It's pretty sad. Yeah, take that. But yeah, I liked Pinky in this game. It was a shame to not see her in the sequel. Now this is a Japan-made game, so it is the case that, you know, some things are a bit raunchier, as we saw here. They just don't care, but I think I am playing on the European version with the simulator. But when we do get around to playing 2, I will be doing the Japanese version, just because they cut all of the story in the Western versions, unfortunately. So I think it just makes more sense to play the Japanese one. I'm actually, I'm trying so hard to focus, but also to make sure I'm not singing, because I don't really want that on this upload. Ordinarily, I'd be singing my mind out, because that is an absolute tune. She's gutted that. She's like dropped to the floor, so sad. I didn't get a fever time that time. I didn't realise myself doing so poorly. Alright. So yeah, this is Eddie from Tekken, got abducted by aliens, became split into 2, and is now fighting Heat. That's the true law. Don't look it up, you don't have to, it's fine. You can just trust me. Again, I think this song probably not my favourite. However, in the sequel, their song absolutely takes the cake. They're absolutely cheeked up as well. I don't know why. They just like took the effort to do that. There was no need. It's fine. We got to see the alternate outfit for Heat, thankfully, here, but I think for most of the others I will probably just choose their alternate anyway. But I just like Heat's original too much. I think it just looks better. I am looking forward to this song just being over. It definitely just sounds like something that would be on a child show, to be honest. Or like on like a really cheap British holiday park, the kind of song they do in the evening club. Here in the UK you have like really kind of cheapy holidays you can do on these holiday camps and just like rent a caravan or a chalet or something. And they have very, very cheesy like family songs and activities and stuff, and this kind of feels like it would fit right in. With like the cha-cha slide and that.
Heat versus Ham. Okay, picking on up now.
So yeah, probably for this song, I'm glad I'm not on the Japanese version. There are quite a bit of censorship and localization that took place with this game. And if you know, you know with this one, but I think it was probably for the best. This song is an absolute tune as well. I don't know if I had to even dodge that. I think because I was in the freeze animation it wasn't even necessary, but I'm not gonna chance it. I'm not. Bro, can you chill? Really good. Just everyone's character just shines so through. I know they're very one-dimensional. Like Ham is just like, he likes hamburger. Like, wow, really extensive. But it's still like, just the character of it all is so fun. We need a game like this, like, in 2025. We're at the end of 25, in 2026. You know? They just don't make them like this no more. And I still can't get over how good everything looks. Yeah.
You win.
I don't know where everyone's sitting down to eat though. I guess like they're just like, get out, it's a takeaway place. Or did we just nick all the tables and chairs to have this dance battle in the middle of a Macca's or something? I'm not really sure. Bam. Alright. Oh, I thought this was going to be the last one. There's another one. Kitty N. Again, to me, like, Heat and Kitty N are kind of the poster children of this game. They're who I think of. I think for Kitty N just purely because the song has Buster Groove in the lyrics, but... This is what I mean, this like beat is a lot quicker than Heat's song. So he's doing his dance moves so absurdly quickly. Yeah, this is very much like that Euro dance kind of feel. I'm concentrating because I'm not winning. I think I much prefer Ian's alternate outfit though. It's like all black and very sleek, very Catwoman. Another thing about Japanese games and the early noughties is all of these characters are like young teenagers, which is insane. I think Ian's like 17 or something. I don't even know. Oh, why do I keep thinking it's gonna be the last one? Okay, this is probably the second to last. Yeah, hands down, this is my favourite song for the entire game though. I really wish this soundtrack was on Spotify. And again, absolutely distraught that Gasso isn't in the second game. Like, they kind of continued it by having his father in the game or whatever. But still. Ah, I missed it. No!
Help me!
What the hell just happened there? That's another funny thing about this first game, is if someone messes up a move, rather than like them having animated them getting back to their normal rate, they just like slowly float until they're back in their normal place. With Gasso especially, it looks strange because he's normally doing a lot of like b-boying, like, you know, ground floor work, so it looks strange when he's going back to just the usual standing up normal. Okay, I might need to like lock in because I'm losing. Yeah, like that. He just flips around. That's the most magical bit about this game. Oh yeah, I haven't even mentioned, the manual says that like they've all, I don't even know, it's the most absurd Japanese thing you could think, but supposedly there's a magical something called Groovatron that has infected everyone or something, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get a proper look at it again. But they've all been imbued with magical properties, I suppose. Nonsensical. None of it in the game, of course, just in the manual, as usual. Okay, I need to step it up.
You lose.
You guys. Alright, we made it.
You win.
We made it. And with a fever time, no less. I wonder if this actually was filmed with mocap though. I don't even know. This might just be my like ignorance coming through, but I don't even know if they had that back then. Or if it was like a little bit later.
Jordy.
I have to imagine it was mocap because I can't figure like how they would have gotten all this so good on the PS1 mind. It looks so great. That's what I can't believe. We're still not at the end? How many stages are there? What the heck? Alright, Shorty, come on.
Surprise, Shorty!
I also played as Shorty a lot when I was a kid. This song, I can admit, objectively, it's a bad song, okay? It's like, this music is exactly what I think they would have made on like Sonic Underground as a kid or something, just pure butt rock. But I just have nostalgia for it. I can't help but love it anyway. And it's a cute message for kids. I held true to this. I was like, yeah, I'm growing up. I know what I'm doing in my life now. As if I did. I'm 27. I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. Actually, I'm not even 27. I can't even count anymore. I'm not even 27. I'm 26. And I'm like 9 or 10 when I'm playing this. I think like, I know what I'm doing. Still. And Shorty's model's just so cute, like little dungarees. Like, it's just cute. I'm like focusing too much on the models and not playing the game. Come on. Alright, I did alright there. I don't know why the camera was so focused on me, because I feel like that would have been a bit more close of a call, but that's fine. I'll take it. Still can't believe this is PS1, that looks insane. Oh my god, we're still not at the end. What is happening? Hang on, I need to look this up. Why do I think it's so much shorter? What is going on? How many stages are there in Bust a Groove before Robo Z? Please do not give me AI. Arcade had 5 stages, full version 12 stages. Okay. Did this say 11 then? Okay, we should be second to last. Jesus. I mean, I'm not complaining, I just I just thought we were so much closer to the end than we were. He had to get his sugar in first. He had his can of Coke or whatever he had. Again, I think as far as like localization in the Japanese version, he has a hip flask, which they thought not cool for the children of the West. Yeah, I think we're literally just in a prison for this dance battle. He was like, hang on, let me get past the guards, past everyone, I gotta do a quick dance battle, and then I'll get out of here. I also just like how they didn't bother to make the space make any sense, like it's just black hole on either side of these, you know, prison cells. What did I do? What's also funny to me, I know like none of the same people have probably stayed, but this game was made by Enix, who obviously later formed with Square, made Square Enix for the Final Fantasy games, and I know there's probably no overlap, but in my head I find it really funny that Square Enix is essentially their origins is this like forgotten rhythm fighter. I wonder if there is anyone who's like still there that's from these days. So many people must have like joined and left. It's probably like the Sugar Babes complex, or it's a whole new Sugar Babes. It's a whole new Enix. This will be the final last one. So we've got a huge... Hang on, I'm doing so poorly. We've got a huge robot just dancing in the middle of a city, disturbing all the traffic, as you do. And obviously everyone's had their own style of dance. For Robo-Z, it's literally just voguing. So... again, it stands so well. I don't know who at Enix in '99 was just like, yeah, let's just make the final boss like as cunty as possible, essentially. And a really, really fast song, so it's difficult. I probably will have to do this a couple of times. I struggle. And he's normally quite aggressive with his like attacks as well. I still feel like I can pull this back though. It would probably have been more strategic to throw that when he was in the middle of a like more full combo, but it is what it is. Again, like the strike one, they just didn't make the rest of the road, so there's just a drop. I won. I'm shocked. All right. Wow, this is so PS1. What does that mean? Who knows? Who knows? So that is Buster Groove 1. I do want to continue this just with the rest of the characters, and it's just I love this game so much, and I'm so sad that there's, you know, no real... There is a fan base, for sure. There's a cult following, but I mean, this, if anything, should be the game that's getting a remake or a remaster or anything, but it's just kind of bittersweet that it's been left to nothing, essentially, and part of why I wanted to make this video was because I like watching Let's Plays, I like watching, you know, people play games, and when you search up Buster Groove on YouTube, the first few things that come up are quite literally just AI slop, and that was so upsetting, and I had to really like dig through to find anyone who was playing it, and I just thought more people should be, really, and I think there's no reason why this game couldn't have, you know, as much of a long-lasting impact as some of the other games, even if no one watches. I know me and my partner will, so that'll work for me, but if you have played Buster Groove, or if you never had... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's doing a demo. I'm gonna stop it. But if you have, or you haven't played, like, that's fine. Have a go of it. Like, bring out your old PS1 if it still works. Just revel in the game. And if you haven't before, like, give it a shot, because honestly, it's not that expensive to get, I don't think. Like, I picked my physical copy up a few years ago, and they're not that expensive at all. Maybe a little bit hard to find, but, you know, if you're in the UK, like something like CEX, or in the US, something like GameStop, I'm sure you'll find something. Or if you want to emulate it, like I have done on here, like, it's fairly easy to do as well. I by no means have any knowledge on how PC or emulators or anything like that works. I've only ever emulated this game and Diner Dash, if I'm honest, so you can find out how to do it. It's fairly simple, so give it a go. Follow along, and yeah. Next we'll do, who's next in the list after Heat? Let me have a look. A sneak peek, if you will. It'll be Frida. That should be good. Oh, and we've already unlocked an extra character, a secret one. So that's good. So yeah, thank you if you have watched. Goodbye.